Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team. With a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one.
Weak chic, the web look at the boots. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get fall back here, get back.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Houston. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, here's the former Kansas Jayhawk. Cuts right. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. Still basically a full 17 games to go. But so far, so good.
Yeah, pay off all of that off-season work. The OTAs, the mini camps, getting the preseason, training camp, all of it. And you can't do it much better than that.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Tua now from the gun. Quick slant, caught by Washington. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Achane gets this on the draw. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Christian Harris on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Washington, the motion man here. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
Washington. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He gets it to Fant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It's Achane on the inside give. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for them. I mean, you're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. Second down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
The drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inch as they get set for 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. Now they're up against it here on 4th down. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. Very short kick here from the right hash.
That just stings. You've got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Rolling back, it's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Extra DB out there for the Fins. 3rd down. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He only gets a couple yards there, well short. It's 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Starts his return from the 23. Escapes the defender. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start the drive with Achane. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Tagovailoa now. Here's a screen for Achane. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got it first to begin the fray. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down carry for Achane. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That one gains 7. And that is a Dolphins first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've set it downs from 37. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. And stick with Achane. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. These last 2 snaps, they forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Third and long for him here. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he nearly gets him into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Handoff running left. It's Achane. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Stroud off the play fake. Coach, this is Noel. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close. You got single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow it.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And bring the tight end left. First down, Tonga by Lower to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
To throw, Tonga Vailoa. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Tonga Vailoa. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Stroud. He set up the screen to Higgins. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun now, first round. It's in trouble, and the Dolphins get it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Finds the in route complete. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Tunga Bailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, Stroud. Completed left side to Smith. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 43. On play action, here's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down from the 42. From the gun, Stroud. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. It came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This will be a 44-yard look. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Achane again. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Touchdown, Houston. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep. Tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on his uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa hits him on the out route. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. So new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
2 now from the gun. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Tua again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
There's a dive up the middle. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He takes off with it. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And he sends this one straight up. He's trying to stick him deep. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stuffed inside the 10. Offense to the line. Here we go. Man in motion, out of the slot. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Ayuk on that slant. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route complete. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
15. First down, Miami.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the backup, first throw. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll be 1st down, Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll call his own number. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by Chop Robinson.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Going on 3rd down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. We've reached the end of 3 in our week 1 opener. Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. First down from the 42. Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing. Speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. throw. 3rd and long. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
It's mixed in on 2nd down. Now that's not what the offense signed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. Right side cut by Higgins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Rolling from the gun here. Dump off caught by his back. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
This drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the 1st down, and live to play another day.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Stroud completes it quick. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
You've got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a give straight up the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. After a gain of 5, we'll see what they want to do here on 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, and not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa from his end zone. Quick slant caught by Washington. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Dolphins, first down.
Here's Tua. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Aaron Kendricks. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard
All right, the
line.
Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling back gets the handoff. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And now they have a 1st and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans looking like they'll start this season with a win. Going to the ground again on 1st. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans put up even more points in a win. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 24-point ball game.
31, Dolphins 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And they pick him off again! And the Texans have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
A gain of a yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play
At the 43
is at least he didn't go backwards.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They draw it up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in Week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. One loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.